Okay, tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, Brittany Page and I will be hosting a live stream to cover the election results as they come in. We're going to have special guests. We're going to be playing clips. We're going to be taking questions from the audience. It's going to be a good time. So unless you are someone who hates a good time, I would expect that you'd want to be there. There's a link in the description. You can click. It'll take you to where the live stream will be here on YouTube. And you can set a reminder. Click the little reminder bell and be notified when we go live. Let's talk about something that I've been talking about. But since we're here at the end of the election cycle, tomorrow will be an election day. It really is more important than ever. And that is the narrative that Donald Trump has been spinning, that there's no way that he can lose, that every rally he has is just chocked to capacity, filled to the brim with MAGA supporters. No one leaves early. There's nary an empty seat anywhere at any venue. And this is to prove that there's no way he lost the election. When he's filling stadiums in blue states, hundreds of thousands of people, and people who can't get in outside, it's just packed. It's so amazing. It convinces MAGA world that that is the case, when that is not the case. And it's even worse with J.D. Vance, but that's for another topic. That's another time. I want to show you what I'm talking about with the lies. That Donald Trump has the camera here, the audience behind, and he's facing the camera looking at a stadium with all hundreds and hundreds of empty seats, saying that those seats are full. And usually we don't catch a glimpse of it. However, yesterday, and I've got two clips, we're going to play them simultaneously somehow. My wonderfully talented editor, Chris, who is amazing, he will figure it out. But I got two clips here. One is the right side broadcasting clip, which just has the camera trained directly on Donald Trump as he says all of these things. And the other one is from somewhere I found on Twitter or somewhere online of the NTD. Some cameraman went rogue. Some camera person just took it upon themselves while Donald Trump was, anyway, these clips are synced. And while Donald Trump is talking, the cameraman decides to start panning around the crowd. So I want you, on one angle, I want you at the same time to be viewing what the right-wing media and what Donald Trump wants everyone to think and see. And then the other is the reality of the situation. And it's so important because of the fact that it backs the narrative that people who've been telling the truth, like me, for months, that Donald Trump is reliant upon lies and propaganda. While he's screaming and yelling about the fake news media and how they lie and they can't tell the truth, he himself is lying in real time in the venue that's not filled to capacity, that is not overwhelmingly supportive of Donald Trump. Watch this.
For 9 years, we've had the biggest rallies in history of any country. And every rally's full. You don't have any seats that are empty. You don't have anything yet. I mean, the one we had today, you missed a beauty. We could have filled that place up 20 times. I mean, that was beautiful. And the Virginia rally, did you hear about the Virginia rally? That was, Glenn Youngkin did a great job, the governor of Virginia. And they had a crowd there that was incredible. And then we came here. And we don't want to be late, but it's very hard when you do these things. It's very hard, and you don't mind a little bit. We weren't very late. Just a few minutes. Just a few minutes, depending on your definition of when it's going to start. But, you know, we've been doing, I was talking to some of the people. It's sort of, you know, in a way it's sad, and in a way it's beautiful. I was talking to them, and I said, you know, this is coming to an end. These rallies are coming to an end. We've been doing them, think of it, for like 9 years. We started a year before, and we've had tremendous success. In 2016, we did phenomenally, right? We went in, they said, they gave us a 3% chance, and sort of like amazing, right? 3%. That means 97% for crooked Hillary and 3% for me. And I was saying, well, I went to Iowa, and I had I had 48,000 people, and she had about 300 people. And then we went to another one in another state. We had 49,000 people. She had 243 people. And I kept saying, why are we going to lose? Why? Why are we going to lose? And we didn't lose, you know. We ended up winning, and we ended up winning the presidency, right? And that was an exciting night. Remember how it started? It started with a bunch of fake news. Look, there they are. That's a lot of fake news. That's a hell of a lot of fake news. The fakers, I call them now. I'm sort of lightening up. I'm starting to like them, too. I don't know what it would be like to get good publicity. I really don't. They treat me so badly. They are the worst. And yet it works. You know, it could be they treat me good and nobody would come. I don't know. There's something screwy here.
There is indeed something screwy there, Donald Trump. But do you see what he did? Do you see the rhetorical device? Do you see what he's doing there? He's trying to make an argument that, look, in 2016, we had these massive crowds and they said we were going to lose and we won. So in 2024, we want to manufacture massive crowds. We want to tell you we have massive crowds. So then we can claim there's no way we lost. When one, the argument is stupid to begin with, but two, he doesn't have massive crowds. He didn't put 100,000 people in New York City. Madison Square Garden only holds like 20,000 people. He didn't have 25 and then amended to 29,000 people circling the McDonald's that he worked at while he was giving fries to people in the drive-thru. He inflates the numbers because he's lying, because he's a liar. But that's the only thing he has going into this election, which is going to be won by Kamala Harris. My prediction, I mean, there's several predictions I've been making. I think she's gonna win at least one non-traditional Democrat state. I've been saying that for months. And it's gonna be a larger margin of victory, both electoral college-wise, but also popular vote than Joe Biden won it in 2020. But Donald Trump, in order to whip the MAGA base into a frenzy and possibly to violence, he needs them to believe it was a sure thing. He needs them to believe that if not for God not counting the ballots in California, he would win the state. All of this is propaganda from a fascist, from a liar. You just witnessed it. Two synced clips from the same moment looking at different things. Liar. So why, if you're out there and you're a Republican, maybe you're someone who is sympathetic to the truth, sympathetic to the possibility that Donald Trump isn't telling you, isn't shining a light on actual reality, that what other lies has he told you? What other untruths has he tried to pass off to you? I know a lot of people say, or would think that my audience is just filled to just chock full 100% of Democrats or progressives. And that's just not the case. I get all kinds of emails on a weekly basis from Republicans saying, look, I used to hate watch you, and you've turned me, or you've been part of several people that I watch that have illuminated the truth, that have showed Donald Trump to be who you've showed him as who he is. Anyway, what do you think? I'd love to know. Do you know a Republican who is open or softened to the truth? Maybe they need to see this. You can comment below. That would be great. You can also leave me a voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me, daily@dollemore.com. Are you going to be here for the live stream? Tell me in the comments below. That would be great. Follow me on social media. I am at Dollemore everywhere. I'd love to see you. And I'll see you tomorrow night at the live stream, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. I love and appreciate you very much. Be genuine. Take care of one another.